Alright, my friends, so today, again, I'm sorry, life has been crazy. I've been cooking but not recording. Today I wanted seafood, but I didn't want to pay for it. So I remembered I have canned salmon at home. So I decided I'm actually going to make salmon cakes or salmon burgers or croquettes or whatever. I learned this from a couple of friends in the Bronx when I used to chill in the Bronx, and the recipe, it's very simple. It stayed with me all these years. The Bronx. It's funny, a beautiful young lady in my congregation over the weekend made fun of me because of my Brooklyn accent. Anyway, be nice. Alright, let me show you how I make salmon cakes or salmon burgers or whatever you want to call them. And I'm actually not going to eat it as like a burger with like a bun. I'm going to eat it like Puerto Rican style. I'm going to serve myself some rice and beans along with it because I feel like it. Look at the glare on my glasses. Alright, so what do we have here? First off, I have a nice can of salmon, pink salmon. Does it matter what brand? Not really. Just make sure it's wild caught for a wild time. You're going to need an egg, preferably a chicken egg. We're going to go with garlic powder, onion powder, some Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire sauce. This is a Spanish brand, that's why it's in Spanish. A dab of mustard, trust me on this. Some black pepper. I got to refill on my black pepper soon. I'm going to use half of a small onion, and I have a couple of slivers here of some nice bell pepper. You see, I like to have pepper harmony, so different colors, doesn't matter, and you don't need much. I'm also going to use a large bowl. You need like a sieve or a strainer to get the juiciness out of the canned salmon. We're also going to use some olive oil. I got some olive oil here, and in here I have my butter. So we're going to use a tiny bit of butter. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is drain the salmon out. We will be right back. Alright, let's go here to the fregadero, as my mom would say. And we're going to pour our fish right in there. Ooh, that's a healthy amount. I didn't realize. As a tip, I like to rinse the can out. Before I throw it away, because if I throw it into my trash, my recyclable trash, with that extra juice in there, next morning I'm going to have a funky surprise. So I do this with the tuna, with salmon. Okay, so here's my salmon. I'm going to break it up. The bones are tiny and they're soft, so I mean, I don't bother to take them out. You can take them out if you want. You know, I like them. So I'm just going to break it up a little bit. You can actually go to the bottom, squeeze some of that fish juice out of there. Okay. And it'll have the consistency of like ground beef almost when you're done with this. Let me squeeze a little more. And again, if you want to sit there or stand there and take the bones out, that's up to you. But this is our salmon. Alright, let's get to the egg and the rest of the ingredients. Alright, here's my bowl with my egg. I'm gonna beat the egg. My mom always taught us to take this white thing out growing up. I don't know why. She didn't give me a scientific reason. For the purposes of this video, I won't take it out. Alright. You can also see my onions and peppers are mixed, or chopped up I should say. Alright, so now, right into there, I'm going to put the salmon. Right on top of there, the veggies. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot my breadcrumbs. I'll be right back. Alright, here are my breadcrumbs. I almost forgot. And this is about a quarter cup. You really don't need much. Quarter cup of breadcrumbs in there. I just made them. Okay. To this, we're going to add our seasoning. Pinch of black pepper. That's a little more than a pinch, huh? Bang! My onion and my garlic powder. And about a teaspoon of each. What else? A couple. Ooh! Without knocking over the sauce, a couple of dabs, not much. You don't need much. And lastly, trust me on this. Trust me on this. We're gonna add about half a teaspoon of this spicy brown mustard. That's about a quarter teaspoon. Whatever is going in there. A little more. I like mustard. I have friends that don't. So now what are we gonna do? The egg is in there. The seasoning is in there. The vegetables are in there. The breadcrumbs are in there. You can use your hands and go in there, or if you're a punk, you know, you can do this. But I'm going to use my hands. You want to combine everything: the seasoning, the egg, the breadcrumb, and you want to basically treat it like ground beef, as if you were taking ground beef and mixing in veggies and a bunch of other stuff. Alright, so I'm going to stay here a minute. You don't have to watch me, and we'll come back to see what it should look like. I got my mix. I wanted to tell you also that I'm going to add a little couple of drops of olive oil. You know what? A couple drops more. And go back to working it. Alright. Alrighty guys, so here is my little workstation. I got my pan ready. I'm gonna put up some heat. We're gonna put it on medium low, more towards low. In there, I'm gonna add 2 little pieces of butter. And a little olive oil. Why both? Because of the flavor. Ooh, do I have any left? Sorry, that sounded weird. Pardon me. And while I wait for that to melt, let me get my little silicone brush. Move it around a little bit. I'm gonna make my patties. I should have made the patties before, but I'm tired and I ain't thinking straight. So these should basically have the consistency of ground beef. Okay, let me move this here. You just make patties. You don't have to make them too big. I'm going to make about maybe 2 or 3. And they don't take long to cook. Maybe about 4 minutes each side. And also I wanted to mention that when you buy canned salmon, it's usually pre-cooked. It is pre-cooked. So your concern really is kind of like, in a sense, like reheating it, I guess you could say. Okay, I don't want my butter to brown too much. Let me hurry up here. If your patties don't stick, it could be that you don't have enough egg in there or binder. So whatever you use to bind it, just you can crack another egg in there or use more of whatever you use to bind it up. All right, wash my hands here. The rest of the mix I can refrigerate or make more later. Okay, so it's on medium low. I'll go a little higher, but not high, because remember, they're already cooked. We're basically browning them. And we're gonna take our little salmon cake and put it right on the pan there. And again, they really do not take long to cook up. I mean, 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. Let me turn on, I have a new range hood, so if you hear this whirring, got it online, and my landlord installed it yesterday, and he's happy because he didn't have to pay for it. Alright, 4 minutes each side, we'll come back. Alright peeps, it's almost 4 minutes, so let's see if it's nice and brown on the bottom. And I did move them around the pan a little bit. Get this guy flipped. Ooh, I'm nervous. I am nervous. Alright, 3 minutes each side, 4 minutes each side. I can't even speak right, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna serve these with my rice and beans. Like I said, I'm not gonna have it like a burger. So let me show you. Alright people, so here's my plate. I made some white rice. This is garbanzo. How you say garbanzo? Is it garbanzo? No, chickpeas. Some chickpeas. And I wanted to make a salad, but I forgot to pick up nice lettuce. Last time I went to the market. I think I need a personal assistant. And let's put my nice salmon cake there. I'm gonna have 1 or 2. I'm gonna have 2 because I'm hungry. Now, the last thing I would do, this is optional. I chopped up a little cilantro just to kind of like garnish it, I guess. I hear people usually garnish it with parsley. And a little sauce that I have left over from my habichuela, my bean, I'm just going to put it on the rice. And yeah, maybe I'll just put some on there too, on the salmon cake. Alright, let's go sit down and chow down, shall we? Or shall I? Okay, let's review it one more time. My plate. I forgot the salad, I'm sorry. My friend, Miss Cholula, and today she's giving me a different flavor, chipotle, because I like spicy stuff. And I got a special drink. What's my, what's my spidey, oh, excuse me. We know that this is, that's part of the presentation. I apologize for not having that. So let's try my food. Now, I could have made them crispier, cooking them a little longer, but I'm happy with the way they are. Baby. This is a nice combination. This garbanzo together with the rice and the salmon cakes. I know a girl that once said salmon. Salmon. I'm not making fun of her. People suffer. It's called salmon, okay? Salmon. You know what else would be good? It's good. Some tostones, some fried plantains, but there's bay leaf in here. Alright. Oh, I was also going to mention another option into the mix that I put before is sofrito or recaito, but I skipped that. And notice I also did not put salt because the fish is salty. And yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Alright, bye.